Can I hear you?
I'm
Definitely,
doing
man.
all right. It's not rare you see a Premier League win for us, so
Yeah.
have to be in a good mood for sure.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
No, I'm good, man. Like
Three
you just said.
points, clean sheet. You can't complain. You
Rare
can't
win, you
complain.
know. It's a rare win. You got to take it while you can, bro. But talk to me about the game.
Clean sheet as well. Yeah. Um, on the whole, I think it was actually a relatively professional performance given the circumstances. I think we all kind of got really scared when we didn't see Mickey Van de Ven, even on the bench
Mm,
for the starting lineup.
yeah.
I think I read somewhere that Ant said that he's just taking like precautionary measures, measuring his minutes and whatnot. Which, hey, I mean, in hindsight, we won the game, so that was probably the right decision. He's gonna be
Mm.
fit for Liverpool, you'd hope, probably partnering Danso. But for today's game, I think there's some standout performers. Jed Spence, man. Oh
Class.
my God,
Let's talk about it.
I cannot believe this guy was on the bench for what 3 months, 3 months, four
Criminal.
months at the start of the season.
Criminal.
It's
Criminal.
it's it is honestly like I am pretty supportive of Ange. I have
Mm-hmm.
an understanding of the situation, but the Jet Spence decision, the more you see him play, it's the one that really bothers me
Could
because
have saved the doggy.
he's probably he's probably been our best fullback this season,
Yeah.
like undoubtedly.
Does the doggy get
Like
back in for you?
he's been.
Or does the doggy have the whole bench now when he's fit?
I think he does have. Well, the way I look at it is you probably have to rotate Jet Spence on the left and on the right, because Paro also needs to. I don't know why we want to go for Disasi when if you're really gonna go for a
I'm reading
defender,
it
get a
now.
fullback. But
Yeah.
but in the event that we do get another center back, then I think Jet Spence is probably gonna be rotated with both Udogi and Paro. However, when Udogi does come back, I do want us to give him a bit of rest, manage his minutes, not throw him in the deep end instantly. So I think as fans we have some confidence now that okay, if we don't see Udogi or Poro start, it's not going to be the end of the world because Jet Spence has been phenomenal. Man of
Yeah,
the match
just
today, 100%.
just on that, Jed Spence, I'm reading some statistics, and it is 32 out of 37 accurate passes, 2 chances created, 3 out of 3 successful dribbles, 4 passes into the final third, 3 out of 4 tackles won, 5 clearances, 3 headed clearances, and 7 ball recoveries. Man, what a performance!
All over the pitch.
All over
Just
the pitch,
causing
man. It's
problems.
quality,
I
and
don't remember the
also
last
aerial.
time
So go on.
I was gonna say I don't remember the last time I saw such a solid defensive performance from one of our fullbacks. Like so convincing. It looked like he didn't get beat a single time, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree, man. But who else stood out for you, man? Have you got any other people you want to talk about in
I
that
thought
game?
Bentancur was really good in the middle, not even on the ball, like just a lot of the kind of 50-50s, as one of you
Mm.
guys mentioned. In the middle of the park, whenever Brentford would try to build up, maybe somewhat of a loose pass, Bentancur would always get the ball off of them. And that's honestly how we got a lot of our attacks. Bentancur winning the ball in the middle of the pitch and we move forward. Because for a lot of that game, we were pressed into our box, forced to defend really rigidly. But Bentancur, I thought, did really well. I also thought Bissouma wasn't that bad today. Like, he was doing his part.
No, I agree.
I
Yeah, he
wonder why
wasn't
he got
terrible.
taken off.
I think it was to manage minutes more than
Yeah.
anything because he was nursing an injury and they were trying to blood him in back slowly, in my opinion. But I'm sure we'll
Or
find
he
out some
probably
more
starts
information.
against Liverpool,
Yeah, that too.
probably.
That
I
too.
think it probably will be that same midfield that starts against Liverpool. I don't think he takes a risk and drops any one of those because, yeah,
What
defensively,
about
their team
Bergwald?
looked. Bergvall was good. Bergvall was good when he comes on, but I feel like sometimes you just need that experience in there. It
Yeah, 'cause he
depends
has got a
on.
mistake in him.
Yeah, and I think it depends on the availability of who. If we do potentially sign someone to play on the wing, will Kulusevski play on the right hand side? Will he play in the middle? That is probably gonna choose what Ange does, because Kulu's position in the middle, he impacts the game more. But if you want to bring in, like I say, bring Bergvall in and put Kulu on the right because we don't have someone else who's really impactful off the
I was
right.
going to ask that. Yeah.
That's where the danger is.
I can ask a question though for both of you. Kingski or Vicario? Does Vicario come back right in? What's your thoughts?
What do you
For
think,
me
Farhan?
personally, I wouldn't start Vicario next game because I think what Kinski did really well in the reverse fixture in home when we won was a lot of the times when even we weren't able to do our smooth build up, Kinski was able to lob that ball forward. I mean, we did have Dom Solanke, which was crucial for me in that game, but I still would start Kinski. I wouldn't want to throw Vicario into the deep end. Also, from set pieces, in Van Dijk corner, I can just see it already. So I think I want to see Kinski get this game. So.
Talk to me about Son, man, because that's the big talking point, you know.
Sonny.
Listen, for me, people have gone at him this season, and I admit he hasn't been his best by any means, but like you look at the team, right? I don't know how he has been kind of one of the ones with taking the most blame. I get he's probably our most senior player, but he's been played 90 minutes every single game. Every 3 days he has to play 90 minutes. And for a player who's 32, gonna turn 33 in a few months, like what do you expect him to do? And even on a day like today, when a lot of people were probably saying, he didn't take on his man, he didn't do this, he did that. Both of the goals we scored come off from Son. The first one, he creates, I guess, that situation. And then the second goal, that pass that I think Son has done a lot this season. Also, he did it a little bit at the end of last season to find Sar, who I thought had a brilliant cameo. Not cameo, but like the 30 minutes or so he played, he was quite good overall. But no, I think you're going to see a different Son if touch wood, we actually sign a winger and we give him some rest also when Odegaard gets back. But no, I think he's done his part this season, in my opinion. I know he's gone missing in some games, but we can't do this flip-flop where he has a good game and we all say Son's back, and then he has a bad game and everyone's on his back, like, oh, he's finished. Like, you have to maintain a little bit of consistency, in my opinion. Yeah, that's my take.
Ange ball or Conte ball? What did you see out there today? Was it is Ange adapting more and more? And
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Can we see this now as a regular feature from Ange? Has he learnt?
Well, I actually think he's been trying this for probably better part of over a month. This kind of we kind of play a little bit more pragmatic and know when to break off. And I honestly think that the only reason even if you talk to neutral fans, they're still saying, "Oh, Postecoglou suicidal high line." You look at the last few defeats, like I don't even think that they've been down to the fact that we played a high line. It's just been really poor individual mistakes in the middle of the park. Like both against Leicester and Arsenal, we give the ball away like stupidly in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
And it's basically a copy-paste goal for the most part for both of the second goals. And I don't think we've been caught on the break as much. Maybe we've been a little bit lucky, but considering we don't have Van de Ven, who is so important to this system, I think we've actually defended relatively resolutely. No individual mistakes. I think Archie Gray needs so much credit. Like he's a player who I think coming from these kind of really difficult 2 months, 3 months stint that we've had, he's going to be so majorly, he's going to benefit so much from this time, especially if he wants to play for 6.
Cool.
Football wasn't beautiful, but in my opinion, it hasn't been for a little while. I think he has been a bit more pragmatic. And hey, it worked today, so you gotta support it.
All right, FARHAN, man. They're saying FARHAN in. Yeah, FARHAN in. FARHAN in.
Let's see. Ange's job, man. No, big up to you, man.
Thanks for coming on, my broski. Love.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
You too.